A strategy that can make you quit your job in 90 days. Sounds too good to be true? Well, according to ICT, this strategy might be the one. It's called the silver bullet strategy. You only have to be at the charts for 1 hour a day, from 10 till 11 AM New York time. And when I first saw this, I was like, how is this going to work? Until I started backtesting it. I've been backtesting it for a while now, and I've been backtesting on Euro USD. For this to work, ICT mentioned he would advise you to trade it on Euro USD or on S&P 500. So that's what I did. I have no experience on S&P 500, but I do on EU. That's why I chose Euro USD. In this video I will show you some examples, and I will show you how to trade the silver bullet strategy, so that also you can perhaps quit your job in 90 days by using this strategy. From what I've seen online, the strategy has around an 80% win rate. I have to say for myself, it is also between 70 and 80% win rate if I look at my backtesting results. I will go on and backtest this even more, and then I will show you the backtesting results and what I got out of it in an upcoming video or in the Discord. So if you're not a member yet, make sure to join the Discord. Without further ado, let's get into the charts. Okay, as you guys can see, at the top right corner we have the checklist. So first of all, we need to hit our requirements. The requirements are, it needs to be 10 to 11 AM the New York session. We need to have at least 15 pips to the next liquidity zone on forex, or we need to have at least 10 handles on the next liquidity zone on indices. So for example, I said I'm going to trade Euro USD. So let's say for example, this is our zone and this will be our entry. Then the next liquidity zone that will be here needs to be over 15 pips, I'm sorry. And as you can see, it is 32.5 pips. So this will be a valid trade if we would look at the requirements. Then these gray boxes are our 10 till 11 AM on New York zones. As you can see at the right bottom corner of my screen, it is UTC -4. So basically this means that it is in the New York time zone, and these charts are based on the New York time zone. Then the trading plan. We are going to trade to 1 minute. Yes, it has been a while, but I thought I'd give it a chance again, and the silver bullet strategy requires to trade you till 1 minute. You need to have a liquidity sweep. It can be in either directions. It can be or sell side liquidity or buy side liquidity. Then you need to have a displacement move. So basically whenever you take the liquidity out, you need to have a displacement move going out of there. Then you want to see a market structure shift being created by the displacement move. And then you want to enter on a fair value gap in the displacement lag. For risk management, I'm always risking 1%. You can risk 0.5%, you can risk 2%. That's completely on you, but make sure that you have a risk management plan on point. But I would say that is a different video. Then the target, you can target, of course, the next liquidity zone, like I'm always doing basically, targeting the next liquidity zone or targeting 2R, or basically a point of sabotage, a fair value gap, an order block, something like that, right? So I want to take you guys over basically last week, and you can maybe find an entry every single day. With backtesting, I've been able to find a lot of entries using this strategy. So I think it is fairly interesting to see how this works. So basically we are dropping down to the 1 minute very quickly. And whatever you want to see is, you want to see sell side being taken out, and then you want to see basically a displacement lag being formed, and then you want to take a long position from there. As you can see right here, sell side was taken out, and it was a long position, but there was basically no fair value gap to enter from. Of course, there are lots of fair value gaps, but no one that price came back into, and it was also outside our session. It doesn't matter if you are still in a trade when you're outside your session, but your entry needs to be inside of your session. So let's go to the previous day. Then right here we had sell side taken out right here. And yes, sell side or buy side can be taken out before 10 till 11 AM basically. And again, no entry in that time zone. And as I said guys, I'm also still backtesting this, but I will be trading this live very soon. And I'm just very curious to see how this will go and basically the results that the strategy will bring us. So this is Wednesday 17th of May, that was last week. And as you can see right here, we took out sell side liquidity very nicely right here. And basically whenever that happens, so we are going to look at our trading plan, yeah? We're on the 1 minute. We had a liquidity sweep, so where the sell side liquidity be taken out. Then we had a displacement coming up right here, and the displacement created a market structure shift. So basically a market structure shift, you want to see a full body close candle above here, and that was what happened here. Then you want to enter on a fair value gap in the displacement lag. So as you can see, the only fair value gap that was in the displacement lag was maybe here, but it was very tiny, and also here was also very tiny. Of course, normally you want them to be bigger, What I've seen online on the S&P 500, they are bigger and they are a bit cleaner, but this entry would have just been insane. I would recommend you to maybe, if there is a fair value gap like this, to put your entry something up like this, because otherwise you will not get tapped in if price does something like this. Then your stop loss, I didn't include it in there, but your stop loss needs to be underneath the previous low or above the previous high, of course. Then I just targeted a 1/2, but I also could have targeted this other block right here, or the buy side liquidity up here. As you can see, it would also been hit. Then let's go to the next example. It was somewhere around here. I just deleted the whole thing. Okay, as you can see, sell side liquidity been taken out right here by this move, of course. Then we want to see displacement going in the other way. That was right here. And in this place, we did have a very nice fair value gap right here. Stop loss underneath the previous low. We targeted the 1/2. It is also in line with this order block right here. And this was basically our trade. 1/2 trade. Very, very nicely. Then on to the next one. That was right here. As you can see, this was a loss. Sell side liquidity being taken out right here. Then we had a big displacement coming back up. As you can see, the fair value gap was rather large, but I also already see the problem that I didn't notice earlier, is that our buy side liquidity is not 15 pips away, but is only 9.8 pips away. And so that could have been the problem right here. As you can see, if you would have taken it outside of the time zone and you would have taken it like this, then you would have hit your targets right here. Anyways, let's go on to the next one. As you can see right here, no real entry, I believe. Oh, maybe there is. Buy side taken out right here, buy side liquidity. But then we came storming down. Right here you could have had an entry, but of course price never came back to there. Maybe right here you could have taken an entry if I'm looking at it like that. So right here was no entry. You had your buy side liquidity been taken out, but basically the displacement leg did not create a market structure shift, at least not on the 1 minute. If you're looking at it, the bigger picture, it did. There were some fair value gaps that you could have taken a potential entry from, but of course it does not meet the trading plan. Then on to the next one right here. So we had our sell side been taken out a lot of times actually. So there was sell side taken out right here. And then we had sell side taken out right here. So basically then we're waiting for displacement and a fair value gap to be formed. Fair value gap formed right here. Again, the wicks very slightly. So I recommend you to just take it on the body or maybe a bit higher to be sure to get tapped in. And you have room enough anyway with these small stop losses. Stop loss underneath the swing low. You target a 1/2 or you target buy side liquidity. And in this case, you can target this buy side liquidity right here or this one up here. And that would be good for a 5.7 R trade, guys. It's insane. It's insane. And basically this is only 1 hour of trading. Only 1 hour of trading in the day. And that is 10 till 11 a.m. New York time. Then this one, oh, this one was very, very beautiful. This one was a very good one. So basically you have your most extreme buy side taken out right here. Buy side liquidity taken out. Buy side liquidity taken out. Buy side liquidity taken out. All of these places, buy side liquidity been taken out. You have your displacement leg down. Create a market structure shift right here. So basically you have these 2 legs down. I chose to enter rather aggressively right here. I put my stops above the high, target a 1/2, and this was the trade. You could also have targeted the sell side liquidity that was right here. And then of course trade would have get hit, take profit overnight. If you wanted a more conservative entry, you would have taken your trade right here. This is the fair value gap that you encounter. Stops above the highs, of course. Targets underneath the sell side liquidity, good for a 1/2, and of course it would get hit right here. So guys, that was the silver bullet strategy. As I said, I'm still practicing it. I'm going to keep you updated on how the strategy is going for me and when I will be trading this live. I will be testing this live out in the live markets, and I'm really curious to see how this will unfold for me. Okay, so that was the chart work. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been looking to get back into the New York session, and this might be the strategy that I will be using. As I said, I'm going to backtest it even more for now and see how it will play out day after day in the live markets before I'm going to trade it with my own capital. Once I've done that, I will give it a try, and I will keep you guys updated, of course. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.